backstop 3 on a frantic, some might even say desperate, diplomatic dash across Europe. In a parallel universe this evening, she'd have been celebrating victory in her meaningful vote. Instead, she's pleading with leaders in Brussels for something, anything they can give her to stave off humiliation.
Whatever outcome you want, whatever relationship you want with Europe in the future, there's no deal available that doesn't have a backstop within it. But we don't want the backstop to be used, and if it is, we want to be certain that it is only temporary. And it's those assurances that I will be seeking.
Her meeting with Council President Tusk was described as long and frank, which in diplomatic speak may not augur well. At crack of dawn this morning, Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte had jumped on his bike and pedalled over to meet her. It's fair to say no one had quite been expecting to be dealing with Brexit again today. The greeting from perhaps Britain's most sympathetic ally on the continent was warm, but little was on offer. Well, you can't refuse someone a cup of coffee, said the country's foreign minister, rather pointedly. By lunchtime it was Berlin and a red carpet hastily rolled out by German Chancellor Angela Merkel. If getting out of the European Union has been giving Mrs May problems, today she couldn't quite get out of her car. Door open at last, the message from the Germans, as relayed through their Europe minister, it's good to talk, but there definitely won't be any reopening of negotiations. At the European Parliament in Strasbourg, almost word for word the same, from the Commission President.
There is no room whatsoever for renegotiation. But, of course, there is room, if used intelligently, is room enough to give further clarifications and further interpretations without opening the withdrawal agreement. This will not happen.
In Berlin, they're happy to bring new clarification and interpretation, but the legally binding commitment on the backstop that many Tories are demanding, that won't happen. The language that may be possible, would that be political language or legal language?
We are politicians, we are policymakers, so we are talking in a political language, but I think it is intentionally by the leaders of Europe to find a solution.
If the British strategy is again to try and win concessions in other European capitals that they failed to win in Brussels, well, that's likely to be as unsuccessful as it's been throughout this 2-year Brexit process. They meet again on Thursday at a summit in Brussels, and Mrs May will once more be facing an EU 27 who, on Brexit, speak with one voice. James Mates, News at 10, Berlin.